Hello everyone, Jensen Organist here, and welcome to a Wednesday night live stream! Do I remember how to do this? Probably not. Good evening, Maradim. Welcome back. It has been far too long, and we'll see how this goes. Also, what is with the crown and the number one in the chat? Apart from you being my number one fan. I don't know if you can see that. I can see it. I have no idea what it means. It's been a while. Last time I streamed, I was mining out obsidian for season 4. Yeah. That was a long time ago. I didn't look at the date on the, That's a new YouTube nonsense. It's just me being the first to comment on the stream. Okay. All right. So what are we doing? Terraforming. Because that's what I do in Minecraft when I don't know what to do. I lost. I was looking for... There's a floating block that I saw, and then I flew towards it, and now I can't find it. Oh, wait, I saw it. Right there. Aha. Yeah, I'm very happy with how the basalt road worked out. I was afraid the texture was going to be a little much, and it actually works perfectly. I don't even feel the need to do any texturing. Did I do the texturing over here? Did I do it over here? Did I change it back? I think I might have gone in and changed it back. Feels like it just got new asphalt laid. Yep. Okay, so you sent me the image of the futuristic city, and I was like, oh, we're gonna do monorails, because of course we're gonna do monorails. And then you sent me the thing with the hovering monorails, and I was like, oh, maybe that needs to be a thing. I don't know. I have to determine how retro city of the future we're actually gonna go. I have shulker boxes that are all empty, because I picked them up when I did the last episode. And that is the last time I have played. These are shulker boxes, but these are all full. Is this... you know what? That's fine. We'll throw all of those in there for right now. And the glass. The dirt I'm going to need. And I'm going to need to make chests. And put down a crafting table. I had a beacon. But is it still beaconing over here? I think I put it away. It does seem that I put it away. The question is, where did I put it? Hopefully I was smart and put it back. Judging by the lack of beacon in there, I'm going to say I did put it back. So that's good news. So I was thinking about where the road is going to go from here, and I was debating... Nope, missed. I was debating tunnel versus clearing the area and... Oh, stuck the landing. Yeah, tunnel versus clearing it all, and I think I have decided I want to clear it. I think it will be... Was that a... No, it's a mine shaft. Yeah, I think it'll be worthwhile. Hang on, let me turn on Mini HUD, because this is where I have my lines. It's going to require removing a lot of stuff, but I think ultimately it will be... I think it'll give me a lot more options with what I can do with this area if it's all cleared down. So we're going to start on this, and we'll see how long I feel like doing anything. So actually, the first thing that I want to do is set up my shapes. And is this the, let's move. Why can I not see? Why can I not see this? Oh, because I turned it off. Useful. All right. Da-da-da. Ground level. There we go. And then let's bring it so that it lines up with that. And then the other one. We're going to bring that up. And I can't actually see it from my camera angle. There we go. And then let's bring that up there. Let's see here. Watch Big Hero 6. Oh, that's a good idea. I've removed larger impediments. Good evening, Blackquade. Welcome back. Alright, I think I want to take these cylinders, and I want to build walls out of them. Just so that I can actually see what I need to dig through. And we're going to start by taking down trees. And we'll go from there. And I am going to, yeah, so you know, I had done I was going to do my challenges to get my axe, and that was in Season 4. And then Season 4 fizzled out. I was nice to myself. I gave myself an Instamine axe. Judge me all you want. I don't care. When clearing large areas of forests, it's really nice to just be able to go through and instantly rip down trees. It's very satisfying. And yeah. I've done this long enough that I know what I don't like doing, and I like terraforming, but yeah, the time it takes to clear, especially because I was clearing dark oak. Spruce isn't so bad. But yeah, clearing dark oak is a pain. So, yeah. So I gave myself the grace of having a nice tool. I still cannot believe that there is no way in this game to instamine wood. You can instamine almost everything else. Glass. But yeah, not wood. So, yeah, so we're gonna clear some stuff. We might just clear the dirt. I don't know if I'll feel like setting up a beacon tonight. You built a nice palace in the nether. This is true. Hasn't melted yet, either. You know, I haven't visited that with the new fog. I wonder how it looks. Of course, we don't have Optifine, so the glass is probably not great. But, you know. You know, if I'm going to be clearing this, I probably need to clear all these trees, don't I? Yeah, I think I want to clear everything inside, anything inside the outer circle. So, more wood. Flip mentioned a continuity pack in his stream. Oh, okay. I know there are mods and packs and whatnot that will give you that connected glass texture. Oh, hi, there's a fox here. Speaking of foxes, you know what I'm really excited to do on stream in the next, I don't know, month or so? I'm really excited. This is the wrong axe. I'm really excited to do Skiz's Pyramid. As awful as it looks. I'm kind of excited to do that. So when the Season 10 map becomes available, we will do that here on stream. How long... Oh, I slept last night. I was going to say, how long has it been since I slept? Do I need to sleep? I'm also excited to play Metro Mayhem, so we'll do that too. And Gasketball. Gasketball will be good. Actually, I want to do the mace thing, because I don't think I even have a mace in this world, so I don't know that I've ever played around with that. So, yeah, it'll be fun to do that. Of course, Frogger. Yes, I forgot about Frogger. Maybe I'll have to set up a server, Maradim, and you and I can play Played Up. Or whatever he calls it. Hungry Hermits. That'd be the only way you'd be interested. Oh, and Maradim, I know you are my resident expert in all things small channel content creators. So if you have any that you've been watching that you would recommend, please let me know. I would love to do some collaborations. So I want to try to find some other small channels who have fairly established worlds and upload regularly. So that maybe we could do some trade-off world tours. How soon am I going to need a chest? Actually doing pretty well. Oh, and let's not forget we'll have to play Wordle. I was watching a video yesterday from Outside Xbox, and they were doing a it was a guess the video game, and they would get it's essentially like Wordle for identifying video games. And they'd get like screenshots from the game, and as they progressed through guesses, they would get like more details about the game to try to figure out what it was. That's kind of fun. I didn't get a single one of them. And I think of everything, I think I had maybe only heard of 2 of the games. One gal has a starting over series where she's strictly doing beginner Minecraft, one biome at a time. Oh, that sounds cool. I see how crazy it would be to ever progress past iron. Oh, look, floating islands. Do I have ender pearls? I do. I don't have an ender chest. That's because I put it down. In here, I have a box. In this box, I have a box that says Pearls of Wisdom. Not to be confused with Pearls of Essent Moon. I want the log. I don't care about the sticks. I don't care about the saplings. Don't forget to set an ender pearl stasis chamber at your spawn before the next update, or at least be prepared to do some other. Yeah, so I think that if I understand correctly, you will still be able to set loaded chunks like through a command. I don't think I'm going to actually be able to reach that. Nope. That was my understanding anyway. I think it was their what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know what the word I'm looking for is. Solution? Compromise. Compromise. It was their compromise to, hey, we're removing spawn chunks. We know this might affect some people, so you'll still be able to have them. Hate that they changed it all. Yeah, I don't understand the change. Like, I don't understand why. Like, I know Azuma talked about it whenever that was becoming a thing. And he's like, yeah, it's an outdated thing that needs to go. And I'm like, why? Why does it need to go? Let's see. I'm going to need to get up there. I think all they need to do is give it to command to turn. Yes, exactly. Yeah, I think that would have been a far better implementation. Then, hey, you know how you've had this iron farm that's been producing forever? Well, yeah, now it won't. Well, I mean, and they already broke it by changing the spawn chunk radius a few updates ago. Because I know when I came back to this part of the world, I had to go through and figure out what the radius actually needed to be, so that I could get the mob switch to work again. All right, have I pulled that down enough? Yes, I think so. You know, it's funny. Like, you play in daytime, and daytime goes by like that. You play at nighttime, and the night seems to last as long as 6 weeks on Paris Island. Like whatever that change was, it shifted your spawn chunks by 3 blocks. Oh, wow. That's awful. How many farms did that break? Thank goodness you just had dirt square around everything. Oh, that's good. Dim, I was thinking of you a few weeks ago. I had dead puppies stuck in my head. I don't even know why it was stuck in my head, but it was. Absolutely, it's fall for that. Yes, it is. Ooh. Oh, hey, look, there's lava down there. You know what hasn't changed about Wednesday live streams? I've been up since 6 o'clock this morning. Last year I got very spoiled. My choir hours at the high school were second and third hour, which means I didn't have to be there until almost 9 o'clock. This year we're back to first and second hour, so I have to be there at 7:30. And I was actually thinking recently about favorite Disney movies to sing along to. It's funny because you don't really watch Disney movies. And what's your favorite one to sing along to? I think my inventory's full. Alright, let's see here. I don't know if I have anything in these. Robin Hood and Summer Magic. Ooh-da-lally. I was watching a reel on Instagram today that was talking about how Disney's Robin Hood is actually one of the most period accurate versions of Robin Hood. In terms of like the architectural style for the time, the clothing, the fact that I don't remember the names. Prince, Prince John. Who's the? See, I'm forgetting which one is which. Because the king was off on the Second Crusade, which is when that would have been. Prince John. Ah, yes, a pox on the phony King of England. Too late to be known as John the First. He's sure to be known as John the Worst. And then I'll have to confess, I have never seen Summer Magic. I'm pretty sure I know some of the music from it, but I have never seen it. So you mentioned that run through all the Disney songs. Ema, those think I've got you thinking about it. Ah, yes. See, now you're making me think, what would be my favorite Disney movie to sing along to? Summer Magic at Haley Mills. Burl Ives, Jerry Mathers. Ugly Bug Ball. That's the one I knew. Or had heard of. Yeah. I mean, favorite Disney movie, musical, obviously Frozen. But to sing along to, I would actually probably go with Encanto. Of course. Never watched Encanto, but you did one video with a vocalist covering one of the songs. Yep. Yeah, that was the former youth director at my church. And that was her favorite song. We did it on a concert that I did. And I said, okay, you have to record this with me for my channel. So she did. Organ percussion made all the difference. Of course. Organ percussion makes everything better. I love that I have hotkeys so that I can mute when I have to cough. Of course, you know, then hopefully we don't pull an apotheosis and forget to turn the mute off. Is that just... That was last Thursday, yeah. I was having a week last week. As I imagine a lot of us were. How are we doing? Oh, we're actually making really good progress on clearing trees. Mostly. No, we're not. Like, yeah, we're getting there. No, we're not even halfway there. It's fine. I'm just glad that I feel like playing Minecraft. Don't mind that the mega build will be a long-term project, because you can see the direction it's going. Well, that's good. Yeah, I do think that I'm probably going to make a little bit of a shift in the season. I haven't decided how official I'm going to be with it. Oh, I missed. But I think I'm going to... while this is going to be the central project, I don't think I'm going to force the season to revolve around it. Because honestly, like, after touring around my world, I really feel like going back to work on Arendelle. I want to finish the cliffs. I want to finish the south side of the fjord, which are big terraforming projects. So, yeah, I do have to figure out exactly how I want to do that so that I can put it into an episode. But yeah, it just might be one long episode, you know, that I start recording. And be like, okay, welcome back to OrgelCraft. I don't know when this episode's coming out. I don't even know what number it's going to be, but we're going to be working on Arendelle. Since we got new wood types, wanted to see new trees for that forest too. I didn't think about that. You know, and it had always been one of my intentions to do the Enchanted Forest from Frozen 2, which now if they would just give us colored leaves. You looked at the time that your options were limited for wood types. Yeah. Now, leaf blocks are still a little limited. I'd love to be able to have orange and red leaves. Which, I mean, I've got Terralith on, so technically I do have them if I set the biomes, but... Why is that not despawning? Yeah, but I think I have pink leaves. Ow! Dang it! I'm not even going to comment on that. Ow. Like, I'm not going to despawn. You should probably come check on this. Psych! Ooh. I love that you gave an unofficial tour. Yeah, it's kind of nice. I hadn't been to some of the areas in the world in a long time. I had intended to spend more time in the Star Destroyer, and then the video just ran way too long. I want to go back. Well, I want to go back and work on more detailing on the outside. I had forgotten the detailing that I had done to the bridge, and I saw that in the video, and I was like, oh, this looks really good. I feel like I saw a progression from like where I was at the start of that season to where I was at the end in terms of like detailing and stuff like that. And yeah. I've been wanting to see the old builds again and think about some projects you wanted to change or fix or finish. Yeah. So this is completely random, but talking about detail made me think about it. I have made an interesting discovery about one of our hermits. That kind of blew my mind when I learned this fact. And I don't know that I should say which hermit. I don't even know. I don't even know if I should. I don't even know if I should say any more than that. Nobody watches my streams. Maradim watches my streams. Botquade watches my streams. Beyond that, it's safe. Yeah. So it turns out that I actually live really close to one of the hermits. I actually thought that he lived in my town. It's just one over. I knew which one, and for hermit's privacy, will not say. Yeah, so I need to get back into running. I will only comment that I hear he's the nicest hermit. That's what I would believe. Let's see. Let's double back here. Get these trees out. Oh, yeah, it is. Way off topic. Or are you going way off topic? Have you ever heard the Pete Seeger song about the Erie Canal? Sounds familiar. Can you give me some lyrics? "1914, about mule pulling barges on the Erie Canal." I do feel like I have heard of this song. I feel like it was probably one of those ones that I had to hear growing up in Pennsylvania. Also, I have to say, I'm disappointed that you didn't comment on my Billy Joel reference earlier. Inspired you to add a canal. Someone on the server built a big sailing ship in the forest. Oh, nice. And then added a mule path to pull barges. Nice. About 75% done with the project. Nice. Okay, so now you've got me thinking. Could you put a lead on a boat? Put the boat in the minecart. Attach the mule to the boat in the minecart underground. To have the mule walk, and then have the mule attached to another boat in the canal that you could then have it pull back and forth. You didn't hear a Billy Joel reference, but Bearded Wonder walked in with laundry and asked questions. Aha, yes. I was commenting on how the night seemed to last as long as 6 weeks on Paris Island. I imagine your minecarts would have to go fairly slow so the leads don't break, but I missed. It might be a possibility. Just gonna have a boat with a mule standing there. Maybe the mule tied to a fence post. whose video was I watching? They found, was it Tango's or Impulse's sheep farm that was powered by iron golems and zombies? Found a spawner at Y74 hovering right above the water of the canal. Had to dig through an area. Nice. A spawner at Y74? That seems awfully high. Impulse's farm beat-ups found it. Okay. I was like, this is a genius idea. 74. 64. Ah, okay. Seeing the golem powered sheep farm, it made me think of the Christmas shop that Tango built in season 5 with Santa's elves running back and forth. Put a tugboat around the spawner. Oh, nice. Season 6. Toy Factory? Season 6 was the Toy Factory. Season 5 was the workshop, Santa's workshop in the tree. I forget what the workshop was making. But he did put one in Scar's tree in season 5. I should probably go empty my inventory. Should also pick up my ender chest. But I am too lazy. That's not right. This chest is very disorganized. Oh well. We'll leave those. How are we doing here? Sticks are... Yeah, I know. Yeah, they're so annoying. It's like, gee, if only I had a way to make a stick. Could we have something more useful? More saplings? Maybe different types of food? I don't know. I mean, I guess none of these are fruit trees. We could get pine cones. I don't know what you do with them. Game rule 2 stick drop falls. Yeah, you know what game rule I want to change? The one where they decided that they needed to change the fall height of Enderman. It's like Mojang was just on a string of how can we break so many different things that have worked forever in people's worlds? You had to fix... Yeah. My current fix for my Enderman farm is I have to put down carpet every time I use it. Yeah, because you either have to adjust the... Excuse me. Oh, my goodness. You either have to adjust the base of your killing chamber, you know, which many people put at Y0, or as close as they could get, or then you have to go totally rebuild the top platform, or at least adjust it. You know, and because of how mine is in the world, um, it's not easy to fix. So I use a temporary method, but it's still annoying. Certain update, went to the end and it was empty. There were obsidian pillars on the island, and that was it. Oh, wow. No, oh, no! Jeez. Yeah, that's why I always make sure I back up. My biggest fear for this world is not of losing, of having it corrupt and lose. Although that would be horrible. No, but I'm afraid that I'm going to go into the end, and the main island will have somehow regenerated, or the pillars will have regenerated, and it'll totally screw up my Star Destroyer. I mean, there have been updates in the past where, like, people went into the end and the Ender Dragon had respawned. You had to hand build everything with command blocks to spawn in the end portal. Wow. Couldn't get the Ender Dragon to spawn initially. Finally did it, wouldn't open the gateways. Oh, jeez. What a mess. By the way, could you imagine how not far we would be if I wasn't insta-mining the wood? So we built the Enderman farm, did a fancy building on the actual main island, added sand duper, since why not? Yeah. Ooh. Oh, look, a wandering trader. Hi, what useless things are you selling? Oh, I forgot that you can trade things to them for emeralds now. Not that I have any of this. Yep, don't need any of that. Thanks for stopping by. Also, you don't need the invisibility potion. Unless you haven't slept in a few nights, and then there's phantoms, but... One vast improvement to the game, though, is that you can now just openly attack raiding parties and not have to deal with getting bad omen. That is a definite upgrade. Miss your raid farm, though. Yeah. I had always intended to make one. Never got there. Never will. Don't really care. I can get emeralds pretty easily. I mean, not that easily, but... I still have all my legacy villagers that will trade me ridiculous things for ridiculous prices. I'm glad they didn't break that. Redstone and glowstone. Yeah. You could do a witch farm for those. I've often debated whether or not I should make a witch farm in this world. They seem like a lot of hassle for stuff that I probably don't need that much of. Although, and this is something that I might be doing on stream. I have gotten it into my head that I want to make a game in Minecraft, and I want to try to recreate lemmings in Minecraft. So, depending on when the mood strikes me, we may work on designing a game. We'll just see how it goes. Which farms have changed too? Well, like 3. Oh wow, did not know that. I guess I won't be making a witch farm. She's a witch. How do you know she's a witch? She turned me into a newt. I got better. Yeah, I can imagine. I'd be miffed too. I have 2 on the server. One is the kind where they die with entity cramming. The other, they shoot up and you loot them. Sad that both yield equal results. Oh, that's frustrating. I think we're like halfway around. Wow. Yep, pretty much only halfway around. Although, now that we've gotten here, I can probably go back to just clearing out the inside our little wall here. Because this, I'm not going to have to terraform down. Yeah, I think we'll do that. I am going to clear this little bit right here. Your axe is earning a mighty name. Yes, do you have one? Because I don't have one for it yet. Right now, it's just saving my arm from becoming Thor. You mull that over or mule that over? I'll stop now. Oh, you keep all your things chicken themed. Yeah. I'm not sure that that's quite right for me. I started the rubber chicken. When I was in my freshman high school French class, I had a very colorful teacher. Whenever we took tests, we were visited by the poulet de bonne chance, the good luck chicken. It was a rubber chicken. And we could either get a smack on the head or a kiss from the rubber chicken for luck before the exam. Granddaughter asked for a rubber chicken for her 9th birthday. Nice. Yeah. Time flies. We're not going to talk about how old Stitch is turning next month. When did we get old? I know. I was in choir rehearsal tonight. We were doing a piece, and someone was saying, the last time we sang this was in 2004. And I was like, I was in college. Somebody else was like, you're not only earning yourself any friends with comments like that. I'm like, hey, it's just reminding me that I'm old too. Same age as your baby brother. He has an 8-year-old son. Someone's born right between my 2 grandsons. Yay, I have seeds in my inventory. Yay, my favorite thing. Sticks are annoying, but trying to terraform grass with seeds, ugh. Hate it. Alright, I think we are pretty much clear of spruce. That's true. Alright, do I want any of this? Do I need any of this? It's fine, whatever. Alright, it's probably time to start building chests closer to where I am. Do I still have that? No, I do not. am probably going to need... Let's see here. Put that in there. Or not. There we go. And then... We'll just do that. Build 3 or 4 cars. Having trouble figuring out more than shapes. No worries. I don't need them anytime soon. I assume you're referring to futuristic cars. They're meant to be Jetsons. They feel more Flintstones. It's tough on a small scale. Oh, so this was totally random. I was thinking of her this earlier today. So I did the tutorial for Stitch's police cruiser back when I finished season 3, and it got a few views or whatever. Well, when the live action Lilo and Stitch came out a little bit ago, I totally got a spike in views on that video because of it. Oh, good, thunderstorm. At least it's not infinite lightning. I think it's time to move these cylinders down. There we go. Now I can see where I'm supposed to be clearing trees. Yeah, I had fun designing that ship. But like the cars, working on a scale that small is so difficult in Minecraft. I think the real detail work will have to be done with armor stand mod. Possibly. I'm not opposed to that. Which you don't have in your creative world. I really want to play around with the updated version of that. I have not updated it yet though. We need to go back and make Figment. I was we streamed that one time where I was going to make a little Figment statue inside my storage room. And the armor stands were being very difficult, so I gave up. And I never went back to it, but now it should be so much easier to put that together. I still have all the materials there. They are literally still sitting in shulker boxes inside the door for me to go back to that project. You know, I hadn't thought about that, like filming things out of order. It would just be a question of keeping myself organized enough um, to keep track of things, which I am not the best at doing. I also have accidentally deleted a few things recently. Oh, I'm being visited by the cat of End Stream Time. Hi, Hazel. Hello, Hazel Cat. Have you come to tell me it's time to be done? Are you going to be the herald of the end of stream? Or are you just the, hey, my food dish is empty, come fill it? I was thinking you weren't human. There go my delusions. I mean, I could be some alien shape-shifting into a human's body. Yeah, I was going through. I was cleaning out my folder where I have all of my video captures, and I was just like, oh, yep, mass delete everything from this date. I got back and I was like, I had recorded a scene from Baldur's Gate that I wanted to keep. Pretty sure that was in there. It was. Fortunately, I had a hard save in the game. I was able to go back and get the cutscene again. You're using a cover of a Minecraft playing organist. Very clever. Nobody would guess. Let's see. Okay, I'm hoping that you can help me remember this, because I know I've talked about it on stream before. But I know I was talking about we need tools for being able to, like, insta-mine things like glass. And I was saying, like, copper tools would be the perfect use, or the perfect way to, like, introduce these types of tools. One of them was a glass cutter. What was the other one? What things can you currently not insta-mine in Minecraft? And it wasn't wood. I know it wasn't wood. Wasn't deep slate. No, it wasn't. It wasn't like a common resource. No. I'm almost wondering if it was like wool, which doesn't make sense because you can insta-mine wool with shears. Is there any... Yeah. Not that they're going to give us a glass cutter, but the introduction of copper tools got me thinking about that again. But I was like, I know I had come up with a second one. I suppose if I went and looked at a creative inventory, I could probably figure it out. They won't even give us a fletching table that works. I know, really. What did I see? What was one of the things they added recently? And I was like, oh, Cub is going to be having a field day with the fact that they still haven't done anything with the fletching table. If you ask him in stream, he can instantly tell you exactly how many days it's a promise use. That's hilarious. He marks the day before he brushes his teeth every morning. How's my inventory doing? Oh, surprisingly well, actually. On the other hand, green lights. Yes! Now, if they would only make the things around them look green. Was it frog lights? There's no way to insta-mine frog lights. Glowstone is insta-mineable. Was it something nether-related? No, I don't think you can. Was it concrete related? Was it something that would let you insta-mine concrete? I feel like it might have been another thing. Maybe it was something for quartz? Because I don't think you can insta-mine quartz. Like quartz blocks? Maybe you can. But I do feel like it might have been frog lights that I was thinking about. Quartz blocks are super easy. Okay. Add the vanilla tweak pack that gives dedicated insta-mine tools to specific blocks. Oh, nice. Pickaxe for glass. Pickaxe go burr. Okay, I can't see where the logs are with the overlay. Curious about season 11 of OrgelCraft. I am too. I'm excited for it. I've been wondering for a little while when they were going to end the season, because it definitely felt like things had been winding down for a while. The real question is, will they add new hermits? Will Wells Knight give up? What will Mumbo do next? Mumbo is going to continue the evolution into this ridiculously amazing builder that he is becoming. Yeah, I don't know if we'll see new members. I could definitely think of some possible new members, and I do wonder, with some people leaving, if they would bring in a few more. Notice that the hermits that constantly push themselves to try new things are the ones that stay motivated. Yeah. Yeah, because, like, Grian totally dropped off this season. Which, I mean, I think he had mostly finished what he wanted to do. But yeah, he definitely dropped off. I was actually surprised. I saw the other day, somebody had done a list of, like, the number of episodes each hermit had done in season 10. And I was shocked that Wells had done more than Corrales. There was a couple others, too, that he had done more episodes than. And I was kind of surprised by that. Early Joe Hills to current Joe Hills. Early Jevon to current Jevon. Early Mumbo to current Mumbo. I have not been keeping up with Joe Hills this season. There's a couple hermits I wish I would love to watch, but their videos just end up being way too long. Like, I like watching docs, but I don't have time to watch an hour video at a time. And I don't like... I don't like watching a video if I can't watch it the whole way through. So, like, because of that, I don't watch Doc. I don't watch Joe Hills. I don't watch Jevon, period, for personal reasons. So look at the thumbnails for Joe's. That's enough to see how far he's come. Yeah, I mean, I've seen hints of what he's been working on this year, and it has been very impressive. Ooh. Yeah. Gem's been done for a while, but that's because Gem finished. Yeah, she's like, yeah, this base is pretty much done. And I was just like, I don't think we're anywhere close to... You stopped watching with Gem, and he said, stop watching me. Yes, me too. But seeing his thumbnails, clouds were aggressive. Yeah. When they were doing the whole, what was it? Oh, when they were doing the whole exile thing, and they were going after Jevon, I was just like, this base is really impressive. Like, the level of detail in that build is very impressive. I think Cub Fan is underestimated as a builder, red stepper, landscaper. Oh, definitely as a landscaper. I mean, the absolute insanity of terraforming that he has done, going back to season 8, is very impressive. I'm excited to see what he does next. I will say with Cub, his video style has gotten a little too over the top for me lately. Like, I watch his videos, and I enjoy them, but it's just, it's a little much sometimes. And I'm just like, dude, all the hermits have chilled with age, except for you, who seems to have gone the opposite way. He's got a little too roleplay. Yeah, well, and I don't mind roleplaying to some extent. But, yeah. Like I said, I still enjoy him. I was thinking about this the other day. But I mean, so season 5 would have been what, like 2015, 2016? Like, they're all 10 years older, than when we first started watching them, which is insane to think about. I mean, I think you've been watching longer than I have. Oh, hey, look, we made it. I don't have a crafting table over here. Oh, well, it's fine. That's not what I meant to throw away. That. And that. Started the tail end of season 6. Okay. Or season 5, yeah. I started mid season 5. Oops, I need one more of those. It was funny because that was shortly after Stitch and I had started playing Minecraft, and we were watching like some redstone builds, and we were watching tutorials on stuff. And so that was how I found Mumbo. And it was just like, Hermitcraft. I'm like, what is this? I don't want to watch this. I'm only interested in tutorials. And I finally sat down and watched, an episode of, what is this, Hermitcraft. And I was like, oh. I was like, wait a minute. This is amazing. How have I been missing this? And now, 5 seasons later, it's all I watch. So watching Biffa, the son's found out. Oldest said, watch Mumbo. Youngest son said, watch Cub and Scar. Yep. It is still my dream to get Scar to tour my base someday. But hey, maybe I'll meet a hermit, and then he could make a recommendation for me. Guy can dream, right? I was actually when I thought Wells was coming back, like, because he seemed like he was making an actual commitment to coming back and did a couple of episodes. The episode where he talked about everything that's been going on. And I was like, if he is actually comes back and is consistent for a little while, like, I'm totally going to go back on Patreon and support him. I was like, and would totally invite him to just like come check out my world. No, doesn't have to do. Neither of us are going to do a video on it. Just like, hey, come check this out. Tell me what you think, and all of that. But then he dropped off the face of the earth again, so that'll have to be on hold. You have Jim Neighbors in your ear. You could have Jensen Organist in your ear. To dream the impossible dream. To fight the unbeatable foe. To run with... I'm forgetting the words now. To run where the brave dare not go. Fix It was fussing on stream last month. Nobody plays a Forever World anymore. I thought, hey, now Jensen does. Didn't I say that in my video? It was like, people always say, starting my Forever World. I'm like, isn't this like the fifth one you've started in the last 3 years? By the way, I said in the video, I was like, not mentioning any names, but there is definitely someone I'm thinking of. It's Python. I love Python, but I swear, every other month he's like, it's time to start my Forever World. I'm like, dude, how many times do you have to start a Forever World? Yeah, Impulse started his Forever World. He's like, I'm starting my Forever World. I'm like, and I was just kind of like, are you? Are you really? This hill is going to need to go away. Yes, Python. I don't think the word means what you think it means. We did it! We cleared all the trees! I was honestly not sure I'd get that far. Impulse streams from his redstone. Oh, that's good. Yeah, I know it's a lot to keep, 2 survival worlds going. It's why I stopped doing 2 survival worlds. Deforestation, yes, we're contributing to climate change in Minecraft, by removing carbon dioxide from the air. Oh no, wait, that's oxygen. Wait. I know how stuff works. Including that carbon dioxide is not poisonous. You plants need it. Oh. All right. Well, now we just got to take down this mountain over here. And level all of this. Will I be able to get a beacon that will reach most of that? I'm looking at this and I'm going, oh, this isn't too bad. They have never specified the specifics of air molecules in Minecraft. This is true. We have to come all the way down. Oh, this is going to be a task. I guess it's not horrible. But yeah, there's definitely sections of this that are not going to be fun. We only know air and not air. Very true. Bedtime. Where is my bed? It's over here. No, it's not. It's over here. There it is. I found it. Nope. Parts of this will be woolly boogers, but overall it could be so much worse. All right. Well. Road stripe camo bed. Yes. I didn't even think about that. Oh, wait. What day? We're coming up on a holiday. Hang on. I forget what day it is. I have to look this up. Maybe I'll do... It is. It's Friday. Oh, we might have to do... Oh, could I do... No, because I'm doing Apotheosis tomorrow. Oh, what could I do for Friday? Columbus Day. Not Columbus Day. Shakespearean English. This one. Maybe what am I doing? What am I doing Friday night? Wait a minute. Oh, it just says river. Tell me I'm not making this up. Hang on. I don't know if you can read this. But oh, what's it called? My mini HUD picked up pirate language. Which, I mean, I guess it's just drawing from the F3 screen, but that's hilarious. Yeah, maybe we'll stream on Friday. I'm not making any promises, but we'll see. But I think we are going to call it a night there. We did accomplish something. Yay. Ooh. But I'm about to fall asleep at my keyboard, so that would probably not make for entertaining content. Or at least it wouldn't until I get attacked and killed by phantoms because I'm just standing here. So, yeah. So thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you real soon.